Hello everyone, I'm your host, Boss Zombie. Welcome back to the Elder Scrolls Online. It's time to do Embers. Quest line. I love that she's considered a furnishing. Okay. Okay, so we go to allies, companions. No. Oops. I think I just turned her off. Oh well. Help Ember restore order at Tordraok.
Did someone call for a knight?
Okay, so she's north. I don't know why the orientation for this city disorients me.
Would you happen to be looking for work?
I need workers and I have gold.
What? Help, she's gonna kill me. That's probably fine. How do I get where I want to go? Oh, just over this nice bridge. This is quite a nice bridge. I can see how some people were complaining that this does kind of feel very similar to Leyawiin, but at the same time, Leyawiin has a very Roman kind of construction to it, or Italian. I don't know. This does feel different, but it is similar enough. I can see the comparisons. Malevolent moat? What the hell are those? Well, I'm sure we'll find out eventually. We're about to hear this one a lot. If she's like any other Khajiit.
Get back here, you stupid thing!
Watch yourself, stranger. There's some errant magic out here.
Why are you wearing ancestral high elf stuff?
I hope you don't mind me saying so, but you look like someone who's good at cleaning up messes. I've got a big one for you, if you're up for it. I'd pay you for your time, but I need someone quick on their feet. This mess is turning into a crisis.
What's going on?
I was experimenting with a spell while my mentor, Magister Iren, was away, but the magic went awry.
Does it involve
If
broomsticks?
it doesn't get dealt with, it's going to spread beyond this area and harm a bunch of innocent people. I can't fix it on my own, so I need help.
How can I help?
I need to develop a counterspell. But first, the protective wards around the area need to be restored by someone other than myself, so I don't taint the magic. That's where you come in. Like I said, if you help, I can pay.
Huh, she doesn't say this one. She says I. Interesting. I'll help you reset the wards.
Hold still. You'll need this unless you want to spend the next few hours as the sheep. Not as glamorous as it sounds. And here, take these crystals. You'll need them to restore the wards. The first one is in the meadow just up the hill to the north.
What do these wards normally do?
Mostly they serve to keep errant magic inside Tordraok's boundaries. You know, the standard 3 points of protection thing. Unfortunately, my spell kicked those wards in the teeth. They're not protecting anything now.
Why can't you restore the wards yourself?
The spell I created has my magical mark on it, if that makes sense. There are certain types of magic that can be affected by their creator, intentionally or not. Messing with forces already attuned to you can have unpredictable results.
So if you try restoring the wards, it might make things worse.
Exactly. Magic is powerful and great and all that, but it can be pretty sensitive. Fussy, Magister Iren likes to say. And since my spell is already wreaking havoc across Tordraok, I'd rather not take any unnecessary risks while fixing it.
Who are you?
The name's Ember. Well, technically it's a nickname, but it's all I use. I'm Magister Iren's apprentice. I think he regrets taking me on sometimes, but he's got a big heart. He saw that I had no formal training and told me to come here to learn.
Where is here exactly?
This is Tordraok. There's a big wizard's tower. You can't miss it. I've been living there with Magister Iren, plus a few people who keep up the grounds and the tower itself. All of whom have been affected by my spell, I'd guess.
Remind me what I need to do again?
All you have to do is place those crystals I gave you on the 3 protective wards. It'll be easy, I promise.
What will you be doing?
Mostly trying to keep anything with ill intent away from you. My errant spell seems to be affecting the creatures around Tordreak in all kinds of ways. Things that were once docile might be a little, grumpy right now.
Okay. Oh, wolves.
Here we are. I'm
Oh,
going
you're
to
with
cast
me.
a little purifying. That's 1 ward restored. Let's go fix the next one. It's in the glade just west of here.
Oh, I can talk to Ember?
I really should have paid more attention to Magister Iren when he was explaining how these protective wards work. I should have paid more attention to him in general, actually. The next one is in the glade. It's just across the way to the west.
Will restoring the wards return everything to normal here?
Unfortunately, no. The wards are just to keep the unstable magic inside the bounds of Tordrea. That way, I can work on a counterspell without worrying about the original spell spreading.
How did you know about the wards in the first place?
Magister Iren made sure I knew what they were and what purpose they served as soon as he took me on as an apprentice. He wanted me to be familiar with as much as Tordreac as possible. Or at least the parts that keep it safe.
Okay. This is not what I was
He likes
expecting.
to get off my feet.
Not what I was expecting as far as a quest with her is, with everything that was kind of said. She seems nice. Just ambitious.
Here we are. I'll make sure nothing gets in our way while you place the warding crystal.
Okay.
Oh, you're a natural. Maybe you should have been Magister Iren's apprentice. The last ward is south of here, inside a cave.
Do you not like caves? What was that weird intonation? Quite a cave. Looks almost like a mine. Oh, that's a lurcher. Disturbed Earth. Okay.
This is the last one. Let's get this over with quick. Place the warding crystal. That's all the wards. Let's talk outside. I need to figure out what to do next.
Okay.
Ugh, stupid moats. I know my rogue spell is to blame for most of the weirdness happening around Tordreok, but it almost seems like these damned moats are becoming dangerous. They're doing more than just mischievous magic. Ugh, fish biscuits. I need to figure this out.
Why would they turn dangerous?
I'm not sure. The moats aren't new. They're always hanging around Tordreok. I think they're drawn to places like this. But there was nothing in my spell that should have made them act malevolent. And there are a lot more around than usual.
Should we do something about them?
Yes, I can make traps to contain them, but I'm still worried about their behavior. While I work on the traps, could you head into the tower and look to Magister Iren's things? He might have a book with more information about the moats.
Okay.
See if you can find anything in the tower about the moats. I'll meet
Ready
you
to
there
ride.
and start on the traps.
They look like red and green wisps.
This is ridiculous. I knew Magister Iren should never have taken in a mangy cat like you.
Oh, you're lovely.
Relax, Huldressa. I'm working on it.
You better work fast, because when Magister Iren... What the... Oh!
All right. That was a little funny.
Okay. All in good humor. Boy, there's a lot of transmogrification spells in this one. Ooh, that's a cool... What is this tapestry? It's so cool. Huh. I wonder if that's going to be like a Mastercraft. Sorrows of the Wind. Oh, that was the important item to read. Oh, there's actually... Oh, so yeah, it's all the... That's restoration. destruction. I forget which one that is. Are there more downstairs? Are there more downstairs? No, okay. I think that's Conjuration. I don't remember which one that is with the swirlies.
I finished the traps. Once we set them up, they should take care of the moats. Then I can sort out the livestock and hold Dressa, and at some point create a counterspell to fix everything for good.
I found a...
Did you learn anything useful?
I found a book that mentions a wind spirit associated with the moats in this area.
Oh, I read that one, with the wind sorrow lady, right? Oh, what if my spell disturbed her and that's why the moats are acting up? That's troubling, and also a problem for future Ember. Let's focus on one thing at a time. Or two things, actually.
Which are?
The traps are finished, but the livestock and Hildressa are still a problem. I want to figure out a way to return them all to their natural forms before the illusion does any damage. Could you set the traps while I do that?
Where should I set them?
Here, I'll mark some places to set the traps. They're in a pack by the work tables outside. While you do that, I'll figure out how to fix the livestock and Hildressa. Then I can work on my counterspell. Meet me by the livestock pens when you're done.
Okay.
Good luck setting up the traps. I'll meet you by the livestock pens when you're finished.
She's saying traps and livestock so much it's starting to lose meaning. Okay. Ooh, shiny. I haven't actually looked at this tower yet. Oh yeah, it's a wizard's tower. Oh, cool. It's actually catching them.
All right.
Enchanted
Let's get you two
chickens.
back to your regular chicken selves. Ha! I knew it would work. Run along, ladies.
Interesting.
You're back. The traps worked, didn't they? See? I told you I know what I'm doing. Mostly. Speaking of which, I think I figured out a way to return the livestock to their original forms.
How?
I made something. I know it looks like a spoon, but, well, technically it is a spoon, but I enchanted it. And I call it the Spoon of Undo. I just tested it on those chickens. It removes the illusions perfectly.
Why is it so important to remove the illusions from the livestock?
Normally I wouldn't bother, but illusions can be disorienting and cause terrible headaches. I don't want any of the animals suffering while I come up with my counterspell. Oh, and Huldressa. I suppose I don't really want her suffering either.
What can I do to help?
Here, take the Spoon of Undo. If you could run around and fix the livestock and Hildressa, that will give me a chance to finally whip up this counterspell. By the time you're finished, I'm sure I'll have something figured out.
The Spoon of Undo.
Just look around for people making animal noises. I'm sure they won't be hard to find. And tell them I'm sorry when you change them back, would you? As for Huldressa, I'm all in favor of leaving her as a guar. Just kidding. Kind of.
How does it work?
It sounds cute when you say it. It's a pretty simple reversing enchantment. It should counteract the magic from the motes and dispel the illusion. Basic stuff. Not even I can mess up.
Do you think the animals will let me use the Spoon of Undo?
Well, they're still animals. They might run around a bit, but I doubt they'll make it too difficult for you. They're not exactly geniuses. Personally, if I was a sheep and got turned into a human, I think I'd go off on an adventure.
Can I ask what you were trying to do with your experimental spell in the first place?
I wasn't trying to turn animals into people, I swear. I had a theory about animating the inanimate. One of Magister Irin's texts gave me the idea. That's probably why he locks so many of his books away, now that I think about it.
What will Magister Irin do if he returns before we fix everything?
Well, I'm hoping to avoid that scenario. But if it does happen, I'm not sure. He's an odd one. I'm too old for him to punish, and he's not really the type to dole out discipline anyway. I think he'd be disappointed. Which is so much worse. I'll be in the tower working on the counterspell. Come find me when you're done.
Spoon! Oh, you're running right through a moat. Weird. Very weird. Very amusing, though. So I fixed the sheep, now I've got to fix the cows. Become cow. Where'd the other one go? This is a very amusing quest. Uh-oh. Yeah, I figured she would run.
Was I just a guar? This is all Emma's fault.
Yeah, you're fine.
Fish biscuits. That wasn't right.
Everything's shaking.
I assume he'll dress us back to her charming self. I've run into a problem. I have good news and bad news. The good news is that I've nearly finished my counterspell, but I need to find a tome called The Mirrored Way to complete it. I know Magister Irin has it, but it's not with the rest of his books. That's the bad news.
Why is that the bad news?
Because if the Mirrored Way isn't with the rest of his things, it's probably locked away in his arcane library. The library he specifically forbids me from entering. The tome I need has to be in there. Without it, I can't make the counterspell.
What should we do?
Magister Irin has warned me not to enter his library 1,000 times. But these are special circumstances. There will probably be some magical traps inside meant to keep me out. So I'll need your help getting the book while I deal with them.
Okay.
Once we find the Mirrored Way in Magister Irin's library, I can finish my counterspell. I just hope the old man wasn't serious about putting something dangerous inside to keep me out. He was definitely kidding. Had to be. Come on, let's go.
What kind of magical traps do you think we'll run into?
Not sure. I picked the lock on the place as soon as I figured out he didn't want me getting in there. He's since put up protections and told me to stay out unless I have his permission. I'm sure he's got some kind of ward or barrier set up.
You were able to enter the library just by picking the lock?
It wasn't hard. Mages like Magister Irin tend to think in very magical ways. They'll put magic reinforcements over every inch of a place, but forget a few pins and a good ear can foil them. And to be fair to him, I'm a very good lockpick.
How'd you get so good at lockpicking?
Necessity. I wasn't exactly raised in the lap of luxury, not even in the lap of genteel poverty for that matter. You get good at things like that if you don't want to be hungry, or caught by guards or angry merchants. Follow me. The library is downstairs.
I figured as much, but lead the way.
Give me just a moment to pick the lock. All right, let's get in and out as quick as we can.
That was very fast.
I don't sense anything. Maybe the old man was bluffing.
Probably not.
Fish biscuits!
That's a large...
I warned you, Ember.
This spell is specifically targeting me. I'll figure out a way down. You just focus on getting the book.
That's a very large suit of... Oh, I know this thing. This is in the next crown crates. You can get a polymorph to look like this thing. Except I think it's blue. Okay, that was easy enough.
That's it, you got it! Now, let's get out of here before I set off something else.
Now, a man of this man's caliber, wouldn't he have
Magister Irin really didn't want me getting in there, huh? I have to admire the dedication.
A spell like that wouldn't alert him that something's gone wrong?
I didn't know the old man had it in him. He had something to target me specifically. What a sneaky old goat. Good thing I had you with me. You managed to get the book, right? Let me see it.
Here.
Let me take a look. No, not that. That would be bad. What about this? Oh, here it is. It's Amahan ist Exis, not Gahan Amexis is. Good thing I checked. See?
What
That's
words?
personal growth right there.
What does that even mean?
2 different arcane glyphs. They do entirely different things when written and pronounced aloud. The second one is what I need for my counterspell. Now, all that's left is to get to the old ritual circle and cast this. I'll need your help again.
Ready when you are.
The counterspell should set everything right in Tordrayak. Things will be just as Magister Irin left them, and I won't have to face his furrowed brow. I'll need your help at the ritual site. Casting a spell this big is a 2-person job.
Why can't you cast it here?
The old ritual circle is a place of power, and I'm going to need all the help I can get. I plan to draw on the magic there to help strengthen my counterspell. Magister Irin told me about it. This probably isn't how he wanted to implement the lesson.
Do you think that Wind Sorrow Spirit is actually here?
Maybe? Old tales and myths always start from some truth at some point in time. The moats around here seem to be affected by more than my spell, is all I'm saying. I always expect the worst. I find it helpful.
So, what do you think we might find at the ritual site?
If luck is with us, maybe just some irritated wildlife we can deal with as we've done before. Or some of the bolder moats. But if there is some truth to the ancient tales, then maybe we find some sort of really cranky wind spirit. The ritual circle is just up the hill to the...
Oh, okay. Her dialogue kind of got cut off there, but it's fine. To the north. Oh, I thought that was a moat. It's the butterfly. That's not the north. That's the south. Her dialogue is wrong.
I'm here. First, we need to set the ritual flames. There's 3 around the site.
Okay. Oh. There's a Wraith's mother, or whatever they're called.
Light the 3 ritual flames here. I'll get the ones on the altar.
These are from Murkmire. I recognize these.
Almost there. Here we go. It's
Okay,
done.
I guess you can-
The spell is set. Follow me. We should be able to see it materialize.
I guess you don't have to fight her. Okay, bye.
Any second now.
Ooh.
It worked. We did it. Come on. Let's get back to the tower.
There's still moats. I guess she said they are here regardless.
I refuse to work under these conditions. I was turned into a guar.
Ah.
A guar!
Of course, Huldressa. I promise to address the situation.
See that you do.
Huldressa sold me out, didn't she?
Let me speak to your associate first, Ember.
Cool hair.
So, you were witness to the events here, and as I understand it, you had a hand in bringing them to an end. For that, I thank you. And if you'll indulge me, I do have a few lingering questions. What in the world happened?
Ember had a spell go awry.
I don't know what I expected, leaving her to her own devices here, even temporarily. Ember and Trouble are old friends. I can still feel the repercussions of this spell gone awry, as you say. Do I have you to thank for rectifying it?
Ember already had an idea of how to fix it before I got here. I just helped.
I see. As trying as she can be, she truly is a talented mage. She can be impatient, but given her natural inclination to magic, it's understandable. I always knew I was perhaps not the best teacher for her.
What do you mean?
I took her in because I knew I couldn't leave someone as skilled and impulsive as her to her own devices. But I have neither the time nor aptitude to teach her properly. It's my own failing. Speak to her, would you? I must collect my thoughts.
Okay.
Don't worry. Ember isn't in any trouble. While I am not pleased about my traumatized cook, I must concede that everything is back in order and the consequences of Ember's magic weren't dire. Still, I must consider what to do now.
Is she a difficult student?
I don't mean to give the impression that Ember is incapable of learning. That's not the case. She's a bright mage, one of the brightest I've ever seen. Everything I've taught her, she's taken to like flame to parchment. But therein lies the problem.
How so?
Well, just like a flame, Ember wants to devour everything around her. Her appetite for knowledge is ceaseless. That's good quality in a mage, but not necessarily one I'm equipped to deal with. By my own admission, I'm methodical, cautious, by the books.
And Ember isn't.
Exactly right. Ember needs someone who can keep up with her. Someone who thrusts themselves headlong into adventure so that she may temper herself and her magic beside them. Perhaps when I was younger, I could have been that for her, but not now.
Well, Ember, it
Hey,
sounds like
you.
you're coming with me.
Let's talk while Magister Irin collects his thoughts. I thought Magister Irin would be as mad as a wet dragon, but he looks amused. It's probably because he's wanted to turn Holdressa into a guar at some point. He just won't admit it. And the fact that we fixed it all before he got here helped.
Do you think he will push you harder at your magic studies now?
Well, I've been thinking. I'm grateful to Magister Irin, but sitting and reading about magic has little appeal to me. This whole thing just proved to me that I'm too restless here. I want to do magic, not just study it. Go on adventures, see things.
Are you saying you want to leave toward Dreok?
I think it's time. I've been given good training here, but I still have a lot to learn. For me, the best teachers are curiosity and experience. I learn best by doing, so I need to get out in the world and continue my training.
So what's next for Ember? Shouldn't it be sorceress?
Ember the Sorcerer. I like the sound of that. But that can come later. First, take this. It's not much, but you deserve it. I think we made a good team today. If you ever need a sorcerer who has your back, let me know. We'd have some fun.
Okay.
Magister Irin, I'm grateful for your teachings and your patience. But I think it's time for me to move on.
The world is an excellent teacher for one of your talents, Ember. Do write me occasionally.
I should go pack my things. And say goodbye to Holdressa. Not a chance.
Ooh. Alright. Let's summon her.
Ember the Sorcerer reporting for duty. Am I in trouble? Sorry, I just always assume.
Wait. Who does Ember's voice? Let's see, that's ESO, Ember. That one line really hit me hard, like Alicia Rotaru. Alicia Rotaru. Wait. No, I thought for a second there's a game in Jackbox. I don't remember which one it is. It's the Dictionarium. She sounded in that one line. She sounded so similar to the host from that one. Okay, let's change out your gear because I have better gear for you. Well, I wonder what she's naturally inclined towards. I should look before I use the thing. Destruction staff and medium armor. That's an odd choice. That one. No commentary?
Need something?
Okay. You... Let's see what the recommended setup for her is. Elemental barricade. That's... there. Then... life absorption. I think that's... again, I think this is Miri's stuff. Or is that... yeah, that's... what does that do? Life absorption heals, does magic damage and heals themselves. Okay, do you have anything like that? Immobilizes and heals, shock, stuns, heals, ward. Okay, we'll just do lightning call. Which one was it? No, which one was it? Was it this one? Yeah, we'll just use that instead. Interesting you would put a heal move. Oh, oops. Oops. Hey, come on. Alright, now it says to use Starfall, which I believe is Mage's Guild. And then Parallel. And then what is that last one? Haste. Oh, that's from Light Armor. What does that do? Setting the cooldown. Oh, that's very good. Oh, what does her ult do? Raging Storm creates a thunderstorm that falls a target, striking all enemies within 2019 damage. Okay. Final Strike deals 300. Okay, so it's just like the regular, the destruction staff that the player has access to. Okay, let's get rid of all the remaining taking up space. And then let's boost her report. So I should do it twice. 1, 2.
So, I'm not good at this sort of thing, but there's something I want to talk to you about. Did I ever tell you I grew up in Skywatch? I was raised on the streets, but not alone. I had friends, good ones. And I want your help finding them.
You don't know who your friends are?
No, we were just a bunch of street kids, but we were close. We made do with what little we could scrounge up. Carved out a good life for ourselves. But one day, they just vanished.
Just like that? You don't know what happened?
I went out to find us a meal, and when I got back, Jaka, Silverslip, and Song were just gone. I've spent years trying to find any trace of them without any luck. But I finally have a lead from a friend in Skywatch. I want you to come with me.
Okay.
The tip came from an old friend, Brisha. We'll find him near Skywatch. Big softy, never left the place. This is the first lead on my friends I've had in years. I'm afraid to get my hopes up. It's been so long. Is this really my chance to find them?
Can you tell me more about your friends?
Like I said, there were 4 of us. We were all out on the streets for one reason or another. It's a tough life. Most turn a blind eye to dirty, hungry-looking street urchins. So we learned to look out for each other. We were inseparable.
Tell me about Jaka.
Most people were scared of Jaka. He's a Pamhar, so everyone wrote him off as a big dumb brute. But I've never met a kinder soul. He was always so generous, even though he didn't have a coin to his name. He was spiritual, too.
How so?
I don't really know. I don't subscribe to that stuff personally, and he never pushed it on any of us. He just meditated a lot and always had something wise to say. Never got angry either, unless someone messed with me, Silverslip, or Song, that is.
Tell me about Silverslip.
She's funny, that one. We called her Silverslip because she was always slipping in and out of the shadows. Like a knife, that girl. She never talked much about her past, but I don't think it was pleasant.
Why do you say that?
Silverslip was all bared teeth and blood, even as a kid. Jaka might have been the tallest, but Silverslip was definitely the muscle of our operation. She could make a grown man piss himself in 3 words or less. Probably a survival tactic.
And Song?
Song was the best of us. She was quiet and kind, our moral compass. Balanced the rest of us out, you know? She never told us where she came from, but I think it had to be somewhere nice. She had manners and knew how to charm people. Useful, that.
You're saying you think she came for money?
Something like that. She had nice clothes when we found her and just generally acted different. But she never complained about sleeping on the streets or sharing a moldy heel of bread between 4 people. She just seemed happy to be with us.
Tell me more about what happened the day the others disappeared.
Well, I went out to find us a meal like usual. But when I got back to our base, they were gone. I sat around for a while like an idiot, figuring they were just off doing something. Then I noticed signs of a struggle in the dirt.
What do you think happened?
No idea. Nothing good, I'll tell you that. I asked around for months, trying to find someone who saw anything, heard anything. Whatever happened to them happened real quiet. Maybe because someone didn't want anyone finding out.
Have you been back since?
Every so often. If a caravan that hired me passed by, I'd sneak back in and talk to people. But I was always worried that someone might be looking for me. I had no idea who took the others, so my imagination ran a little wild. Mostly I stayed away.
Well, we're going to Oridon. Her quest was so much faster. Her first one was so much faster than Isabel's. Away! Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Hey. Hey. Cool off. Cool off.
Traveler, a moment please.
Wait a minute. That's weird. Why didn't that character have... I turned on the subtitles.
There, that's Brisha. You talk to him. I'm going to hang back and keep watch. I don't want anything surprising us.
This one does not know your face. But, Ember, it is a joy for these old eyes to see her well, even if she is still a bit jumpy. She watches the area just as she did when she was a child, always uneasy. Are you her friend?
I'm trying to help Ember find her friend. She said you might have a tip.
A passing merchant mentioned a Palmar at the Gateway Inn in Sadrith Mura, a brawler fighting for entertainment. When I asked for details, he described Jakab perfectly. Mild-mannered, orange and black markings, 3 earrings in each ear. It's him.
Why would Jakab be in Sadrith Mora?
If the merchant is to be believed, Jakab's there because he's a Telvanni slave. I don't know how long he's been in Vardenfell, but I wouldn't be surprised if he was sold off as soon as he was snatched from Skywatch. The thought breaks my heart.
Thanks for the info. Ember and I will investigate this.
I'm grateful for any information about the fates of my friends, old man. You've been a great help. I cannot picture sweet, gentle Jakka in a fighting pit. In Sadrith Mora of all places. If he's truly a Telvanni slave, I will tear out every throat I find. This is my fault. If only I'd been faster that day. Come on, let's get to the Gateway Inn.
You seem to have some strong opinions about Sadrith Mora.
Can you blame me? There's no reason besides tracking down Jakka that I would willingly enter that land of hateful, enslaving dark elves. If I could, I'd send that meteor that floats in their sky into the Telvanni lands.
If it really is Jakka, do you think the Telvanni are going to give us trouble if we try to free him?
I'd like to see them try. I'll be on my best behavior because I want to find Jakka. But if a Telvanni so much as touches me, I can't be held accountable for what I do. A lightning bolt through the skull might do some of them good anyway.
You don't have a high opinion of Dark Elves, do you?
Not all of them. I just get mad thinking about the ones who kept Khajiit and Argonian slaves. I know not all Dark Elves are like that, so I shouldn't be so distrustful. But the Telvanni definitely are. Arrogant bastards.
Could you keep your temper in check while we investigate?
I'll behave, don't worry. Once we find Jakka, I plan to get them out of there as quietly as possible. Preferably in a manner that doesn't involve me shoving a dagger between Telvanni ribs. But that's really up to them, isn't it?
Are you worried about Jakka being in a fighting pit?
Definitely. If it had been Silver Slip, I would have felt sorry for her opponents. but Jakar is too sweet for that kind of violence. He's strong, but he hates violence. Still, back in the day, there was no one better to have in a tavern brawl.
Did you get into a lot of tavern brawls?
Not really, but we would start them pretty frequently. Once everyone was in on the action, Silverslip and I used to make good coin picking pockets among the mayhem. Easy money, beyond the occasional bruise or lump from flying fists or dishes.
Okay. Now that's Vardenfell again, if I'm not mistaken. They're really capitalizing on the fact that Morrowind is free to everyone now, huh? That's a long ride. Okay, good. I will say, I'm impressed it hasn't crashed at all, so I guess my computer likes Elder Scrolls Online enough to behave. Even if it's a little stressful on my processor for some reason. I wonder if that's just how this game is. Does it just use all the processing power it can get whenever it transitions? Again, I don't play a lot of PC games for various reasons. I just think it's so much easier to play console games and just everything's set up for you. Just turn on the game and it's running. Plus, I've never in my life have I ever cared about visuals in games. I like style, I like aesthetic. Like, I love Nintendo games because they tend to have that cool kind of polish to them. But, you know.
Help! Someone, please help!
Nah, you're fine. Like, 4K, ultra-realistic, high-definition graphics is something I will never care about in my life. Super fancy light effects and all this. If I want that, I'll go outside and look outside. That already exists. I don't need a recreation of it. I'd rather see something I've never seen before. Or never can see. And besides, I value gameplay and design over aesthetics any day. Although I will say, it wouldn't hurt the Pokemon people to make a game that looks a little nicer. It is the year 2022 and they're still making games that look like they're maybe early PlayStation 2. Maybe. Like they showed the trailer for the new, what are they, Crimson and Violet, the new games? And I'm sure the impression they were trying to give was like, look how nice this game looks, and it had a stuttering frame rate in the trailer, bad draw distance, fuzzy edgings. It was like, guys, maybe this just isn't your thing. Maybe you should focus on gameplay and have someone else do your visuals. Because then you can look at a game like New Snap. That game looks incredible. Granted, it's not much of a Pokemon game. It has Pokemon in it, but that's about it. But I don't know. Just my 2.5 cents. I hope that rumor that there's going to be a Pokemon Stadium 3 ends up being true. That would be very fun. Especially if they kind of treat it like the originals with like the mini games and the nightmare hellscape that is trying to do the story mode. Oh god, people would love that game just for a new randomizer. I never knew there was an inn here in Sage with Mora. I've done like a quest line here for the, what was her name, Basks and Sun or something like that. I never really put attention there's an inn.
Was it too much to hope that we'd find Jakar outside, sweeping or something? Come on. Guess we have to go inside.
Well, if we're looking for a Palmer, we're looking for a very tall lad.
Our service here at the Gateway Inn is second to none.
You sound enthusiastic.
If the owner or his wife ask, tell them I was enthusiastic in serving you.
My friend and I are looking for a Palmar that works here.
Palmar? What do you want with one of them? I don't care. Go ask the inn owner. I'm just supposed to tempt customers with our delicious food!
Okay.
The Gateway Inn boasts an impressive clientele. I do not remember seeing the likes of you or your friend here before. I do hope you find everything to your liking.
I'm looking for a Palmar you may have working here.
Jara, or was it Jaka? You're referring to my has-been moneymaker, I assume. Sadly, you're too late. I sold him a few weeks ago. He was getting slow, complained about being sick. People don't pay for a limp-fisted brawler.
Do you know where he is?
Sure I do. And I'll even tell you where. Provided the brute is still alive. He had such weak lungs for a creature so big. But first, you do something for me. My information does not come free of charge.
What do you want me to do?
A jeweler by the name of Varvisi Uleni is selling a lovely bracelet that I wish to acquire for my wife. But she won't come down on the price. Varvisi sells outside Tel Naga most days. Get me that bracelet, and I'll tell you what I know.
Of course. Why can't I use persuasion?
Bracelet? Really? Can't I just stab this guy in the ribs and get the information that way? No? Ugh. Fine.
I like that we're seeing how violent Ember really wants to be. I do like that.
Hold on. Let's talk. I think I've got a plan.
Dear Tywin, how I long to see you smile.
Where are you going, Ember?
That must be Varvisi there. A merchant like that always has the most valuable wares on their person. No problem. I can rifle around in her pockets without her ever suspecting a thing. But for that to work, I'm going to need your help.
What do you need me to do?
You might not love this, but trust me, it'll be fun. I used to do this trick with Song and Silversleep whenever we needed some extra coin. I'm going to turn you into a monkey. Then you run up to Varvisi and distract her so I can pinch the bracelet.
You're going to what?
Hilarious, right? You'll be just enough of a distraction. Just rifle through her stuff. All eyes will be on you, and no one will notice me slipping a hand into her pocket. It's perfect. But the spell won't last forever, so we have to do this quick.
Okay. I am Monkey.
What? Vex, save me! What is this? Away with you, filthy, flea-bitten creature!
I am Monkey. I am not Monkey.
You were a little too good at that. You make a pretty cute monkey anyway. I got the bracelet. It's just as ugly as I imagined. It'll be perfect for that overblown bastard's wife. Come on, let's get back to the inn and throw it in his face.
You alright?
That red-eyed piece of guardung just made us do his bidding for no other reason than to make sure we know how superior the Telvanni are. Turning you into a monkey was fun, but now all I can think about is wringing that bastard's neck.
You could put an enchantment on the bracelet.
You're right. Thanks. I needed that. I have to remember that we're here for Jaka. I can suffer anything if it means finding him in the end. And I know someday the debt that the Telvanni have incurred will come due. I hope I'm around to see it.
Well, I wonder if each of her quests is going to involve finding one of her friends. Like, we'll do Jakan now, and then the next quest will be either
Easy
Song
to get
or
lost in a place like this.
Silverslip.
I think that's one of my favorite parts about cities.
And then the last quest will be for the remaining one. Because I thought at first maybe this quest might be finding her friends, but it seems like this is just dedicated to Jaka. Oh, I've got hiccups now. I just noticed the disgusting, like, fleshy growth. I guess that's part of the mushroom, but it looks too much like flesh.
Ah, you again. I'd nearly forgotten about you. Do I dare hope you procured the bracelet I asked for?
Yep.
Exquisite. Am I correct in assuming your little friend back there did the deed? The cats who aren't properly trained to behave tend to be good little thieves. Now, I am a man of my word. I sold the sickly Palmer to a group of bandits.
Where are they?
The gentleman I did business with told me that his band was headed to Polk next. Here, I'll mark the location for you. The man's name was Browser Inlador, and that, my friend, is all the information I have for you. Now kindly scurry off.
She should have enchanted the bracelet. Oh, we gotta go to Polk now. Man, they really... If I didn't know any better, I'd say they designed a couple of these quests just to really show off that, hey, everyone can play Morrowind now. You should totally go play it. Look around. It's a great zone. Well, I guess if more people are playing it, it might help with some of the rarest items in the game, like the Velothi paintings and tapestries. They might become more common. Maybe buoyant armatures might finally become reasonable if you have to buy it. Morrowind really was a, like, disaster of rarities. There's that 6-house banner thing you can get, which is, like, the rarest furnishing in the game, pretty much. At least you can see they learned from it. Oh, plus there was that thing, if you, like, pick plants in Morrowind, or Vardenfell, whichever, you have a very, it's like a 0.01% chance of getting a unique furnishing from that. Oh, treasure chest. It's crazy. It did seem like they learned a little bit in Somerset, and it got better by elsewhere. I would say it was more reasonable. There was still some stuff in Somerset.
This is the place. Well, let's chat before we rush in.
Russian?
If Ositos was telling the truth and Jaka is really sick, then we need to rescue him quick. I have no idea what a bunch of bandits would want with a sick Palmar. I can't imagine they're nursing him back to health out of the goodness of their hearts.
How do you want to do this?
As quickly and efficiently as possible. If Jaka is in there, I don't want him suffering any longer than he has to. I've already made him suffer long enough. And if we get to knock some heads along the way, all the better. Come on, let's get inside.
Okay.
Keep your eyes and ears open. Remember, Jaka's a Palmar, so he's probably going to be hard to miss. Even still, let's stay vigilant. I'm not wasting this chance. I have waited too long to lose track of him now.
You alright?
I'll be better once we find Jaka. It's just, if I'd gotten back a little faster that day, maybe I could have stopped him and the others from being taken. He suffered this whole time because I wasn't quick enough. Because I wasn't there.
None of this was your fault, Amber.
Thanks for saying that. I don't know if I believe you, but it's nice to hear anyway. I'm not helping Jaka or any of them by sitting here whining. It's just something that's been weighing on me, you know? So, thanks for listening. Let's go.
Okay, let's make it right by saving her.
I'm not doing him any favors by sitting here feeling sorry for myself. I may not have been able to help him then, but I'll be damned if I can't help him now. Thanks for that. Honestly. Now come on, let's go.
Okay. Polk. Oh, doesn't like going into this place. Easy, computer, easy. Wow. It seems like delves and dungeons are the worst places for processing. Oh, I could just go this way?
I'm gonna show off a little.
Okay, good show off. Jesus, you didn't have to meteor the bug. That's weird. I thought Polk always had like a bunch of, like, they were always in big groups, not one at a time. Oh. Oh, hello. Why do these people... Why did they want Jaka, now that I think about it? What would they gain from having another mouth to feed? Ember? I hear you, but I don't see you. Oh, there you are. Weird. I like her hair. Don't get so excited. We're just fighting dudes.
That's him over there. He's still alive. Jaka, we're here to help.
Is that Ember? The little shadow of Skywatch?
How is he gonna get out of this cage? Oh, instantly.
You must be real. Not even in this one's wildest fevered hallucinations could I have imagined seeing Ember after all these years. What a gift! She looks well, healthy and strong. And she has found a strong companion. Jaka is relieved.
Ember has been searching for you for a long time. Are you alright?
Once, Jaka wondered if Ember had orchestrated some part of our family's fate. But that thought passed as quickly as it came. The little girl with the ember eyes, she would never harm us. She would...
Let's get you out of here and we can talk more.
Yes, of course. Thank you. This one had hoped not to die in this wet, dark place, but had resigned myself to it all the same. This is a welcome change. Jaka will follow you to safety. Lead the way. This one can keep up. Do not worry.
Yeah, how come every other Khajiit we've met in this quest is doing the proper this one, like, in referring to themselves, but Ember doesn't?
Jaka. Take it slow.
Did they think that maybe it would be too annoying? There are some Khajiit elsewhere that are like that too, but it's almost jarring.
This one never thought he'd leave this place.
Are we gonna get out and he's gonna die? That's gonna suck. What? Boss says the big would be useful. Instead, he's coughing, wheezing, doesn't even have strength. Got sold a bill of goods. Says he may have to piss. Ah, okay. Okay, so they thought he would be useful, but they didn't realize he was.
Can smell fresh air.
Very, very ill. Easy game, easy. We're leaving now. We're leaving. Stop. Stop choking my processor to death.
Talk to Jaka, would you? I want to heal him a bit.
Ah, the fresh air already makes this one feel better. I am in your debt. And Ember, how clever she was to track me down. She was always so smart. I used to love the way her eyes all but burned in her skull when she was trying to solve a problem.
Do you remember what happened the day you were taken?
It was all very sudden. It was a group of mercenaries, though not any faction this one was familiar with. They descended quickly and incapacitated me. Then, they went for Silverslip and Song. There was one strange thing.
What was strange?
It was Silverslip's expression. She looked scared as they took her and Song away. You must understand, Silverslip was never scared. Even when truly afraid, it manifested as anger. It was odd, as if she knew something in that moment we did not.
Is Silverslip gonna have been like a runaway noble, and these people came to catch her? Can you remember anything else? Ember wants to track down Song and Silverslip too.
This one remembers very clearly an insignia on the mercenary's armor. It is burned into my mind. But for all these years, I have not been free to investigate it. Now that I am safe, I will focus on getting well and hunt down that symbol.
Thanks, Jaka.
Thank you again for rescuing this one. You have a good heart, Jaka can tell. And Ember would not be with you if she did not fully trust you. Her trust is a hard thing to earn. You are quite special indeed, and this one is thankful for you.
What will you do now that you're free?
Ah, it is good for Jaka to even think of this. Many days were full of despair, and I did not wish to think of the future. First, I will get far away from this place. I will get healthy again, and I will help Ember. We will find lost friends.
How'd you end up separated from Silver Slip and Song?
I saw both of my friends accosted. Then it went dark. When I came to, I could hear Song weeping. After that, there was a magic sleep, I think. When it wore off, I was in the belly of a stinking dark elf boat.
I'm sorry that happened to you, Jakar.
You are kind, friend of Ember. I am at ease now that I see Ember, and now that I have my freedom back. Jakar will recover and see what other adventures Joan and Jode have in store.
Oh, Ember? I can't. There we go.
Thanks for talking with him. I didn't trust myself not to cry. When I was small, hanging around Jakar always made me feel safe. Even now that I'm grown, I have that same feeling. I can't believe we found him after all this time. Thank you.
Jakar mentioned he might have a lead on the mercenaries that took the others.
I heard.
Ooh.
That's good. But for now, let's just enjoy this victory. I'd almost given up hope of finding my friends. Thanks to you, I have faith again. I couldn't have done this without you. Jakar and I both owe you so much more. But here, take this.
Ember, you've grown so much. This one is so grateful to see how strong you've become.
Oh, you big lug. I missed you. I swore I would find you no matter what it took, even if the 2 moons fell
Thank you,
from the
little
sky.
sister. You have found me, so be at peace. Next, we will find Silver Slip and Song.
Uh-huh. What did she give me? Hidden wallets? What do these do? Gold. Gold. Oh wait, is that her bonus thing? I forget how you see that. What was it? It's like luxury thieves tool. No. Isabel's favor. Accept a duel, visit an undaunted enclave, craft a candy. Lyris! Oh, weird. She has very strange criteria. What's hers? Pickpocket a guard, visit an outlaw refuge, use a counterfeit pardon, fence an epic quality item, complete a high isle delve daily quest. Weird. Alright, what's next?
You remember Jakar, right?
Yeah.
I got a letter from him. Messy, that thing. It's probably hard to hold a pen in those big mitts of his. Anyway, apparently he's made good on his promise to research the mercenaries who grabbed him, Silver Slip, and Song.
Does he have a new lead?
Possibly. He found someone who may recognize the badge on the mercenary armor that he remembers. If he's right, that may lead us right to the bastards who took them. It was a long time ago, sure, but this is more information than I've ever had.
What can I do to help?
Jakar said we should wait until he knows something for sure, but I don't want to sit around. Jakar is in Marbrook in Greenshade.
Are you sure?
I want to go there and talk to him. Maybe there's something we can do to expedite things. Come with me?
Okay.
Once we find Jakar in Marbrook, I'm sure he'll have something for us to do. He told me to be patient, but he knows me well enough to know that's like asking him to change his stripes. I've been patient for a long time. I'm done with that.
How does Jakar know how to track down the
He
mercenaries?
did small jobs for them sometimes, if the pay was all right and the work wasn't too unsavory. I think before we met up, he may have been with one group or another. Not much to his liking, I think. He never fit in with that type. Too soft-hearted.
You don't know anything about his past before you met him? What about the other two?
Look, people end up living on the streets for a lot of reasons. You don't pry. Sometimes you learn something in passing, but if the person has your back in tough spots, their past isn't that important. Though, I wonder if that was wise.
What do you mean?
I've always wondered, what if it was one of our pasts that caught up to us that day? That's why my friends were taken. What if it was my past? I mean, it doesn't make any sense, but in the absence of any other information, it kind of haunts me.
Remind me what we're doing?
Sure. You're helping me track down my friends that I had growing up in Skywatch. They all disappeared one day, and I had no idea what happened to them until you and I found Jakar. But Silver Slip and Song are still out there somewhere.
What did Jakar tell us about the day he disappeared?
He said that a mercenary group grabbed him and the others, and he remembered the symbol on their armor. That's how he tracked down our next lead. He also said something about remembering Silver Slip acting strange, but wasn't sure why.
Okay. Marbrook. Is that... Where's Marbrook? Is that Malbar Tor? No. Grotwood? I can never remember. It's Green Shade? It's Green Shade. Okay. A lot of the Bosmeri regions blur together for me. Ooh, look at her. She's doing a little electricity crackling. That being said, we're running out of zones to do DLC. Not running out of zones, but running out of races to give a big chapter to. This is the Breton one. At this point, we need a good Redguard one and a good Bosmer one. I hope the Bosmer one is Falinesti. I don't know what else they could do. Oh.
I think I like Marbrook. Lots of Khajiit here, by the looks of it. Come on, we need to find Jakar. He's around here somewhere. Big guy like him won't be hard to spot.
Any idea where we would look?
We should probably check out the local Outlaws Refuge. He's probably laying low, just in case. People like me and Jakar tend to feel safer in places like that.
What do you mean?
I mean, I wouldn't exactly call us outlaws, but my friends and I were never fussy about how or where we got our food and coin. Outlaws refuges tend to attract people with similar mindsets, is all.
Okay. Wait, can't I just... Oh, I guess.
Well, my friend, how good it is to see you.
What? Do I know you, sir?
What do you want?
Oh, he's not in there.
There he is, the lazy
You
love.
are predictable, Ember. I knew you would not wait for me to write again.
What can I say? I haven't changed a bit.
Why is he all hunched
Talk to
over?
our friend here about what you found out. I'm going to watch our backs.
He's got like old man pose. Why?
It is good to see you again, cherished friend. Because of you and Ember, this one has been allowed to rest and recover here in Marbrook. Jakar feels strong once more. This one assumes you are here about the information about the mercenaries.
Ember said you have a lead about the mercenaries who kidnapped you.
Indeed. They were called Kestrin's Blades. Curiously, they disbanded sometime not long after we were accosted by them in Skywatch. Though they no longer operate, this one found the name of one of their captains, Gurus.
What can you tell me about Gurus?
Not very much, sadly. But this one does know he currently lives near Stonetooth Fortress in Betnik. If he was a captain of the Kestrin Blades, he may know where they took Silverslip and Song, and why.
Okay, we'll head there.
This one hopes you find more answers in
cut him
Betnik.
off. Sorry.
Speak to Gurus. See what he can tell you. And take care of Ember. The responsibility of such a task wears on her. Jakar can tell. Make sure she does not whittle herself down to nothing.
Did you have any trouble getting out of Vordenfell?
No. Even after all this time, this one still remembers how to sneak about and move unnoticed. I traveled in darkness, and with the gold Ember provided, eventually bought passage on a boat to Skywatch. I found Brisha, and eventually, he sent me here.
Why here?
Without the others, Skywatch did not feel the same to Jakar. Bad memories, perhaps. But with coin and some easy work, I can stay warm and eat regularly here. I had time to search for information about the mercenaries. This one hopes it is helpful.
Ember and I will investigate.
This one hopes you find more answers in Betnik. Speak
Okay,
to...
yeah,
Are you safe here in Marbrook, Jakar? Do you have a
God,
place to
he's
stay?
so much taller than her.
You need not worry so much, little sister. You'll end up with even more white hair. Jakar is fine.
He seems like he's not fine. He's got the shakes. Can I get to Betnik, or do I need to take a boat? I need to take a boat. Hey, guess where we're going again? Remember that boat we took to Stros Mackay? Well, we're taking one to Betnik now. Wouldn't you know it, the same guy charters both.
Do you know how long I've been looking for you?
No, Stuga. They really need to add a toggle option that you can turn off, like, not quest givers, but the ones that, like, chase you in cities. Or, like, the ones that are like, did you hear there's dragons in elsewhere? Oh, I hope this one's family's alright. Like that kind of thing. Needs to go away.
It depends.
Adventure, Betnik, please. Ooh, the game doesn't like going to Betnik.
I'm down on my luck.
It's weird that this mountain is supposed to be like water. It looks like stone or crystal, and then it has icy sounds. Like, none of it really shouts. Unless it is just a case of an unfinished texture. Like, maybe there's going to be another layer on top that makes it look like moving water.
I've got a lot to do here.
Who's this? Stand still, would ya? I better have a good reason for interrupting my drinking. Start swaying and you're talking to me. How am I supposed to take the measure of you? It's pretty strong stuff. Good stuff. I want to keep drinking. Why are you bothering me? I'm retired. Leave me to drink in peace.
I need information about an old band of mercenaries, Kestrin's Blades.
Yeah. More like Kestrin's farts. That band was doomed from the day we joined up together. Ah! I know it well, stranger. I was one of the captains. But what of it? I told you I'm retired. Blissfully retired and drunk.
Kestrin's Blades did a job in Skywatch. You grabbed 3 people. A Palmar and 2 young women.
Palmar, and, that does sound a bit familiar. My head is too fuzzy. You expect me to remember something that far back when I've been drinking all day? Piss off, you and your 3 friends back there.
Thanks a lot.
Psst. I've got an idea of how we can sober this guy up.
A bucket of water?
If we can sober Gurus up, he might be able to tell us where they took Silver Slip and Song. But we're going to need a pretty powerful concoction. There should be some sour algae near the shore. I can make a brew that'll singe his eyebrows off.
Sour algae?
Magister Irin taught me this one, believe it or not. It's technically alchemy, but that's just another form of magic to me. Sour algae smells and tastes terrible. But if you mix it right, it makes even the drunkest toffs clear-headed.
How much do we need?
2 handfuls of the stuff should do it. We don't need much. Trust me, once you smell it, you'll understand why. It'll be alongside the shore. Come on, let's go.
That's not the shore. It is the shore, but not the shore I was thinking of. It's like the farthest shore. Great. Wait. Isn't that the Redguard thing? Their afterlife is... Oh, it's the far shores? Oh, no. I'm mixing it up because I think that's... Boy, I'm getting it all mixed up. Is it the Khajiit thing? The Far Sands?
Be at peace, ancestors.
No, I think it's the Far Shores for the Okuden and Redguard. I think. Could it be? Maik, what happened to you? You're a shadow of your former self.
Maik heard much of Headman Bosek, but saw very little. For the best, Maik thinks. Maik has never seen so many orcs in one place. Even their forges have forges. Maik fishes wherever there is water. He finds it is far less crowded.
I think someone did mention there's a bug that makes Khajiit, like, pitch black for some reason. Oh, nope. Oh, what are the odds we'd find Maik here? And he's gone. Gosh, you turn your back on the guy for 1 second, he just vanishes. Oh, okay, there we go.
That should be enough. Phew! That's strong. We're going to be stinking like this for a few days, I guarantee you. But that should be enough for what I need. Ugh. Sometimes I really hate having a keen sense of smell.
Now what?
Now, I do a bit of this, a bit of that, and try not to gag while I work. Just give me a moment to whip up the tonic. I think I remember how to make this. Been a while. Oh, fish biscuits. The smell is going to make me throw up. Almost done. Here, maybe you can carry this. I hate the smell.
And you. I could ride there, but I don't want to. Money means nothing in the PTS. I might as well just use it all.
Oh, good. You're back. What do you want now?
Did he get more drunk?
What do you and your blurry friends want now?
I have a drink for you to try.
Ah, why didn't you just say so? Give it here. Malakath's crusty arse! What was that? I'll be damned. That's some powerful stuff. I feel like I've cleared out 10 years worth of crud. My mind's sharper than it's ever been. You got any more of that? Could come in handy. What was it you wanted to talk to me about again?
Can you tell us what you remember with the Skywatch job?
Yeah, I remember now. I wasn't thrilled with the contract. It came from some secretive group, but the pay was too good to pass up. It seemed easy enough on the surface. Grab a Redguard lass, and if her friends were with her, they were fair game.
Oh, I thought they were all Khajiit. Do you remember what the group wanted with the Redguard?
Nah, they didn't really say. And the Blades knew better than to ask. Besides, we got a Palmar and a Wood Elf out of the deal. The Palmar sold for a good bit of coin. The Wood Elf, though, she was trouble. Yeah, still feel bad about her.
What do you mean?
We were passing through Shadowfen and ran afoul of some vampires. Our leader bargained for peaceful passage and gave her to them as payment. Not far from the Shrine of the Black Maw. Wasn't my choice, but I went along with it.
What happened to the Redguard?
No idea. We peeled off from Kestrin's Blades before we ever made the trade. Things started falling apart after that job. But if you want to find the Wood Elf, try the Shrine of the Black Maw. Bloodsuckers are still crawling all over that place.
They handed Silverslip over to vampires? Bastards. Come on, let's get to Shadowfen.
Oh, good. Another place that's very annoying to navigate. Great. I like that she has her idle animations is just doing electricity. Come to think of it, I think that's the mementos you can get from the current crown crates, right? Oh. Okay, it looked wow. Okay, so Shadowfen.
Cities can be just as fickle as people, but just as beautiful too.
Isn't that what Bastion says, but like in more words? Whew, the game did not, or my computer did not like loading Shadowfen. Is it a case of IGN review, too much water?
What could the Dominion want with a dead hist?
Oh, don't mind me, crocodiles. I'll be on my way. Kaguti. Lurcher. I don't even remember there was lurchers over here. Weird. So it does seem like each of these quests is we're finding one of her friends. Hopefully this one's still alive. Which one is this?
Are we going to race?
No. Which? Silverslip? And then Song is the Redguard? See, she never actually mentioned what they were. I thought it was just, for Khajiit.
Oh, I hate this. Got a bad feeling. Let's get inside.
Okay, it's loading a delve. It doesn't like loading the delve. Ooh, it really doesn't like loading this delve. Jesus. How is it that loading a zone is easier than loading a delve? Is it because the zone is big and open so it can take its time loading assets? Oh, good gargoyles. Oh, you're beefy. Wow, that ability that she can just reset all her skills is really good. She did 2 comets in one short fight. Problem is, when you build up a companion for damage, they tend to run in and get killed very easily. Although maybe if they're magic... Sir? Welcome. And another gargoyle.
I hope I helped.
So is she gonna be a vampire or have somehow escaped this whole time? How's this gonna play out, I wonder? Oh. A journal?
Wait, stop! I recognize this journal. It's Silver Slip's. She always kept it on her. She's been here.
Redguard approached me today about a job of concerned Song and was suspicious but a little curious too. I said in here out. She said Song's family's like, well, yeah.
Through this ritual, we bind you to us, David's servant.
Ember, what are you doing here? Silver Slip! You... Oh no, you... Don't you dare pity me, Ember. Meet me outside. We can talk there.
Aren't you a vampire and outside is...
deal with kindness or pity at all. Silver Slip is safe and well, but Silver Slip is also a vampire. I'm really not sure how I'm supposed to feel right now.
I mean, it makes sense. Why else would they want a live person? They wanted to turn him into a vampire.
Can you talk to Silver Slip for me? I need a moment to brace myself. I'm still me, Ember. I'm not about to lose control. But fine, I'll speak with your friend. They already read about all my secrets already. You read my journal, so now you know. Secrets. Like how this was all my fault. And I'm the one that got my friends taken away. Did you come here to shame me? Well, you're too late.
Her dialogue's all messed up. Did that happen in-game or was that my headphones freaking out?
And now you found me. Shall I recount the tale for her? The one where I'm a gullible, foolish child who thought Song's family really missed her, and that I could help reunite them. I should have burned that letter. That's how they found us.
You mentioned the letter in your journal.
Indeed. A letter supposedly from Song's heartbroken mother. I read it because I'm an idiot. But I remember a drawing on the parchment. Strange eye. It must have been magic. A glyph, maybe? I'm almost certain it's how they tracked us down.
Learning more about that glyph might lead us to Song.
You might be right. I never looked into it because I thought it was better if everyone assumed I was dead. Then, I wouldn't ever have to face the truth. But deep down, I always knew this day would come. Now that it's here, I want to help.
I'm sure Ember would welcome your help.
I always figured it would be Ember who came looking for me. That girl doesn't know when to quit. Go on, talk to her. Apparently she isn't ready to speak to me.
Why didn't you tell any of your friends about the letter?
Because I was stupid, alright? I was a dumb, naive kid who thought she knew the world better than everyone else. I never thought it was that big of a deal. I just wanted to help Song, and I didn't think I needed anyone's help. A lot of good that did.
You didn't know what would happen.
Maybe not, but I should have been smarter. I just wanted Song to have a family who loved her. I wanted a family, a real one, my whole life. And there was one practically begging her to come back. I thought I was doing the right thing.
Oh, you're a vampire now.
Noticed that, did you? That's a keen eye you have. But yes, I am. It wasn't exactly my choice, but I've learned to accept it. I have people that look out for me now, almost like the old days. It's not unbearable or anything. For years I've carried the guilt of losing my friends, but hearing Silver Slip's story helps a little. I think her burden of guilt is much heavier than mine. How can she bear it? My heart hurts for her. Still, we found her. That's a victory.
Are you angry with Silver Slip for what happened?
Silver Slip made a mistake when she was a kid. Who among us is immune from that? I'm not angry with her at all. I was a little thrown by seeing her as a vampire, but ultimately I'm just happy she's here and that we're reunited.
She might be able to help us find Song.
True. It seems like seeing me is giving her the kick she needs. She's been feeling guilty for so long, but now she has a chance to make it up to herself. And she even has a clue to lead us to Song. This worked out all around.
What now?
For now, I think we should just be proud of what we accomplished. You helped me find not one, but two of my friends. People I've been searching for years. And thanks to you, Silver Slip and that strange glyph might lead us to Song. Thank you.
Okay.
I don't expect you to forgive me, Ember. I'm just glad you're alive, Silver Slip. We already found Jakat too. He's in Marbrook. Really? You found him? Oh, Ember, I'm different now, but I can still help. Let me atone for all of this. You're the only one who saw that strange eye drawn in the letter. We need you, Silver Slip. We'll find Song together. Let me send word to Jakat before you find him in Marbrook. Just so he's prepared. Probably a good idea. I'd hate to scare the stripes off him. I have news about my friends. Silver Slip and Jakat have been working to track down that strange eye symbol, remember? I'm not exactly sure what they've been up to, but Silver Slip got a threatening letter from a merchant in Bangkorai. I'm worried.
What was in the letter?
It says that Jakat and Silver Slip are putting themselves in danger by looking for Song, and that they need to be careful. The wording is friendly enough, but in that way where you can be certain that the message behind it is not.
What do you want to do about it?
The man who wrote the letter is named Isbad. I say we pay him a visit and figure out what this is all about. I don't want to risk Jakat or Silver Slip getting hurt. We're better equipped to deal with any threats. Isbad's in Bangkorai. Will you come?
Yeah.
This letter says we'll find Isbad near the Anchor's Point Inn in Evermore. I think he was expecting Jakat and Silver Slip to show up, so hopefully we won't scare him off. If he knows something about Song, we have to talk to him. Let's go.
We better find Isbad. Maybe he has a brother named Isgood. Okay. Usually there's like a bunch of dialogue when you start these quests. I guess not this time. Bangkorai. I do like Bangkorai. I like Bangkorai because it's Bangkorai. Because it's like one of the most diverse zones. Like the northern end and the southern end are completely different. They try to do that with a lot of zones. Like they'll make it into halves or thirds. But they usually kind of just feel like more of the same. Ooh. Doesn't like Bangkorai. Doesn't like Bangkorai. Okay.
Help me.
What? No? Oh, weird. It's like I didn't see it on the map.
You're just the type Sergeant Antive is looking for.
Too bad I won't be helping.
The Red Guard there must be our merchant Isbad. Merchant my scaly Arconian ours.
Ah, I had a feeling my letter would somehow make its way back to you and your friend. I am Isbad. I apologize for the deception, but I am not actually a merchant. King Faharajad's goals happen to align with yours. What say you to a partnership?
King Faharajad is looking for Song?
In a sense. The young woman you seek is the heiress of a family that runs a very powerful and dangerous organization called the Emerald Eye. The king seeks to put down the Emerald Eye for the betterment of Alikir, but has been unsuccessful thus far.
So what do you need from us?
We both seek the same woman, albeit for different reasons. But you have an advantage that we do not. You are not agents of the king. We know of an estranged uncle from said family living in Alikir, but he refuses to speak with us.
And you want us to talk to him?
Indeed. His name is Azamel. As far as we can tell, he's been cut off from the family business, but likely still has valuable information. Go to Sentinel and convince him to speak with you. He's likely hanging around an inn. Just be cautious.
Are you gonna hurt Song? How can we trust you?
That depends if she's a willing participant in their schemes. However, the information we've been able to glean thus far makes that seem unlikely. If she's not a willing participant, the king will protect her. You have my word on that.
And if she is?
Then I should hope we can talk in a civilized manner until both parties are satisfied. But all that is moot if we cannot find the woman. Your friends Jakar and Silverslip were not equipped to do so. You, however, are of a different breed.
Why threaten them?
My apologies. It was never my intention to threaten. I merely wanted to stress the imminent danger you and your friends were putting yourselves in by getting closer to the Emerald Eye. People who cross this family die.
What else can you tell me about the Emerald Eye?
We know frustratingly little about the organization itself. They're powerful, wealthy, and they have a hand in a great many illicit activities. There are many rumors about how they came to power, but most prevalent among them revolves around a relic.
A relic?
Yes, one possibly magical in nature. That's what concerns the king the most. Not only do they have a great deal of unchecked power, but if the means by which they accumulated it is based in rituals and dark magics, then they may be harder to quell.
Just eating his stuff off his table.
I thought I knew Song so well when we lived together in Skywatch, but I had no idea she was part of such a powerful family. I suspected she came from wealth, but she never even mentioned the Emerald Eye. I guess we need to go talk to this uncle.
Any thoughts on the Emerald Eye?
I'm not sure. They sound like bad news, and what sort of family kidnaps their own child? Song must have had a reason for running away from them. But what if I'm wrong? What if she really is a willing participant and she's not the person I remember?
If it turns out that way, will we tell King Fahrajad?
I don't know. I need to think. None of this makes any sense to me. I just want to find her. I'll deal with everything else later. Let's talk to Azamel and Sentinel and learn what we can.
Do you have doubts about finding Song?
No, absolutely not. Whatever is going on with her and her family doesn't change my feelings. She was my friend. I care about her. I know Jakar and Silverslip do too. Besides, I'm still having a hard time believing Song could be dangerous.
Why is that?
Song had a gentle soul. The rest of us knew how to survive better, but it made us hard, tough. Song was different. She wasn't weak by any means, but we all watched out for her. She was fiercely independent, but didn't have that darkness to her.
Now look here. God, we've just been really doing a tour de force of all the base game zones. I guess that's what you did with the other two companions too, from Blackwood. They basically stretched out all their...
Bearer, a moment of your time, please.
No.
Good. I didn't want to walk.
I know that all the companions have the same generic horse, but it would have been cool if they gave Ember like a cinch.
Over there, drunk looking tough. Bet that's our man.
Tough?
Unless you're here to bring me another drink, get out of my face.
Are you Azamel? We're looking for a woman named Song.
No idea who you are or what you're talking about. Leave me be. Back off, then follow me discreetly.
Can I help you, guard lady?
I
said discreetly.
They just walked up to us in the middle of a conversation. I do like the subtle hints at like Ember's character that she had to pick a lock in one quest and you have to sneak in this one to like follow a guy. This is very discreet. Don't be suspicious. Don't be suspicious. Okay, now he's going back that way. Where are we going? Oh, we're going to
Fish biscuits. This is getting ridiculous.
the Outlaws Refuge, maybe? I'm trying to think what else is in this direction.
What a beautiful sky!
Best prices guaranteed.
Open for business.
Okay.
Quickly, this way. Don't draw attention to us. Keep some distance.
You said this way. Ah, it is the Outlaws Refuge. Just think of what else could be in this direction, right?
No, I understand. If you change your mind, I'll be here.
Oh, it's Gwen.
The Emerald Eye has many agents in Sentinel, but down here we can speak freely. I'll admit I wasn't entirely faking being a drunk, but I know who you are, Ember. I knew who you were as soon as I laid eyes on Ember. Matella, Song described her perfectly in her stories. Apologies for the secrecy, but if you know anything about the Emerald Eye, you understand the necessity. How much do you know already?
We know Song's family runs the Emerald Eye, and we heard about some kind of ritual.
Allow me to explain. The Emerald Eye came to power after our ancestors discovered an ancient relic in the desert. The relic gives the women of our family powerful visions. These visions are the key to the wealth and influence of the organization.
I'm not sure I understand.
Most are willing participants, but Song is forced to commune with the relic. The visions drain the life force of the vessel no matter what, but those who resist suffer greatly. The family profits off her agony and keeps her prisoner to ensure it.
We need to find her. Where is she?
I don't know for sure. The Emerald Eye moves often to avoid being tracked, but I have the location of their last known camp at the Easterly Eyrie. Here, I'll mark it on your map for you. If the Eye has moved on, there still might be a clue there.
If you knew all this, why haven't you tried to rescue Song yourself?
I'm a selfish man. What can I say? I value my life. Song became the Emerald Eye's most sacred possession. Saved the relic. As soon as she was returned to them, trying to prize her free from their grasp by myself would have been a death sentence.
And you think it'll be different for me and Ember?
I would not have spoken to you if I thought otherwise. You clearly seem capable enough. And when Song spoke of her friend Ember, she complimented her resourcefulness. I have no doubt that the two of you will be more successful than I.
Did Song speak about any of her other friends?
At length. Her father would punish her for speaking of them. But while I was still in the family's good graces, I listened. I heard all about the gentle Jaka and pugnacious Silver Slip. It seems they treated her better than her own family ever did.
What else can you tell me about this relic?
There are strange texts about its origin passed down through generations, but even still, it's hard to know anything for sure. All I know is that it killed my sister, and our mother before her, and it will eventually kill Song, if you don't save her.
How do the visions work?
There is a ritual. I've never seen one take place, but I've heard that the relic has enough power to take over the body of the vessel. During that process, a vision is given to the vessel. My sister made me a very rich man with such visions.
Why does this process kill the vessel?
It's just too much for their bodies to handle. Those who are willing, like my sister, can withstand the rituals for years before succumbing. But the end result is always the same. The visions rob them of their light and vitality until they are spent.
Gruesome.
So, not only did Song's family kidnap her, but they did it so they could force her to commune with some creepy relic that makes them more powerful? Those emerald-eyed bastards. We have to get her away from them.
The Emerald Eye might put up a
I
fight.
hope they try. I couldn't save Jaka from being forced to fight, and I couldn't save Silverslip from being turned into a vampire. But I'll be damned if I don't save Song from her fate. We need to get to that Emerald Eye camp. Now!
Let's go.
Hey, over here.
Oh.
Silverslip? I knew you'd follow us.
Jakar and I have been tailing you and Ember. Between his sense of smell and my eyesight, we make a good pair of trackers. Ember told us to stay behind, but we couldn't let the two of you go off on your own. Song is our friend too.
We've a solid lead on Song. A group called the Emerald Eye is involved.
Emerald Eye. That must have been their symbol on the letters I saw before everyone got taken. I trust you and Ember to figure out what's going on. Jakar and I will follow close by if you need anything, but we'll leave any fighting to you.
Where's Jakar?
He's around here somewhere, either dozing or meditating. For such a large cat, he has the ability to make himself pretty unobtrusive. His health has improved a lot. I didn't have to slow down for him at all.
Did you run into any trouble while tailing us?
No, but we know how to take care of ourselves. And even if we didn't, there aren't many people keen to try and take on a Parma and a vampire. Most people give us a wide berth when we're together. You don't have to worry about us.
Ember and I are gonna find the Emerald Eye encampment.
Jakar and I will be close by.
Okay. Where are we going? I completely forgot what he said.
Lots of good opportunities for pickpocketing here. Just saying.
Some airy, I think is what it said. Whenever they make one of these trial exclusive mounts, or trial reward mounts I should say, then they release a like crown gem version. It's like, it's the same model, but like a slightly less incredible texture. Like there's the Sunspire mount, and then they made one that was just all fire instead of fire and ice. And then they had the Wraith Steed thing from, what was it called? The one in Blackwood. I don't remember the name of the trial. They're making an icy version of it, but it's like the same design and everything.
What if the heroes of legend have been raised?
So I wonder, when they do it with this one, how different they'll make it be texturized, because it's going to have the same like corally bits and barnacles and everything, but what will they do to make it significantly different? Will they make it red? Be blood coral or something like that? A little awkward to get to this. Uh-oh. No, don't fall down. This doesn't look like there's a good way to... Oh, wait. I can squeeze right through here. Hey, this is a place where Mike can be. I remember this.
This is it. Let's look around for a clue about Song.
Oh. Oh, this is like a boss level. Or mini boss level character.
What did you find?
A book.
You found something? What does it say? Is there anything in there about Song?
They're keeping Song in some place called the Metalian Necropolis.
Let me see. Oh, good. There's a map. Never heard of the place, but Necropolis sounds bad. Looks like we need to spot a tomb door that's different from the others?
What do you want to do, Ember?
I say we go to the Metalian Necropolis, bust in there, make those Emerald Eye bastards wish they were dead, and rescue Song. That's my rough plan anyway. Sound good? Good. Let's get to it.
Oh, this place. This is...
Did you find anything?
Oh.
I was wondering when we'd see you, big guy.
This one let loose and ran through the sands. It felt good. Did you find anything in this place? Silverslip mentioned something about the Emerald Eye, but Song is not here.
We found out the Emerald Eye is keeping Song at a place called the Metalian Necropolis.
This is good, yes? You are close to finding her then. Jakar is worried for gentle Song. This one hopes you will find answers in Metalian Necropolis.
Is Silverslip close by?
She needed to feed. She will catch up with this one shortly. This one senses her worry. Silverslip tries to hide it, but this one knows her too well. She is restless, and will remain that way until Song is found.
It may be dangerous.
Oh, do not worry. Jakar is not recovered enough to do any real combat. Silverslip has already told me we must stay out of your way. We will leave any fighting to you and Ember. You are both very capable. But we will be close should you need us.
Ember and I are heading to Metalian Necropolis.
Silverslip will be along soon. We will follow you to this necropolis place.
And up we go.
Be careful, both of you.
Goodbye. Alakir's a bit of an annoying place though, because if you try to go like straight east or straight west, you usually have like a mountain range or two in the way. Oh man, it's weird. No one's even running dolmens. Alakir without dolmen running? Well, I guess this one's not even active right now, so it doesn't matter. But still, it's almost spooky. I wonder. Okay, if this game ever, well, when this game ends, is going to be a point where they just stop supporting it. When that point comes, are they just going to turn off the servers, or are they going to do some kind of cool little patch that, like, you can play it solo? Because you have to install... The game is installed on your system. It's not like you're playing the areas from servers, right?
Sounds. Footsteps. Wind blowing past. I'll make sure the beetles crawl over you when you lie in the dirt.
That was weird.
Move to flank.
What's with these weird new encounters? Okay, these are definitely new encounters.
Yes.
I've never
Are we
seen
going
any of
to
these
race?
before. What was I saying? Yeah. How many... I don't have a lot of experience with any MMOs, really, but... Has that ever been a thing? Like, the MMO shuts down and there's a way to play it still? As long as you install it? With how they've been treating... Honestly, with how they've been treating PvP in this game... It's slowly withering away, so it could just easily be converted to a single-player game. Just scale... All they would have to do is scale down group-oriented activities so one person can kill it and... Or handle it.
Do nicely.
That would be cool. The Elder Scrolls Offline. I know this place because people love to use it to farm bits from zombies. Like, I think mostly bait, right? Can you get out of here? Wait, I can get here without doing the quest, right?
Come on, we have to find a tomb that looks different from the rest. Mother of all fish biscuits. Look at this place.
Mother of all fish biscuits.
This is gonna be fun.
Well, I think she got him. Alright, is it below? Because then I'll just take the low ground. The withered hand. This is old content.
Here's the Ember Special.
Oh, that was her ult. This is the first time we've seen her ult so far?
Look, that tomb. That has to be it.
Yeah, probably. The green one? Oh.
Father, please don't do this.
Do not resist, Matela.
Song! Ember, help me!
Lord
Ember, you
Nabayir.
have to destroy the ward.
Emerald Eye
Please,
fears.
help me!
No! No!
I see 3 confinement grids. Those must be the ones Song wants us to destroy.
Okay. Good talk, guy. Ooh, they're like the Genovisian skull or whatever it was called. From the Thieves Guild. How fitting.
Good job, it's down!
Thank you, Ember. Oh, where did I guess she go?
Drag Song into that room. We have to save her. Through that door.
Are we gonna fight like an ancient evil spirit or Daedra or something?
Tava, save me. It hurts. Please, it hurts.
That must be the relic. It's hurting her. Song.
Okay.
Are you alright?
We heard fighting and could not help ourselves. Is everyone safe?
Ember, Jaka, you're alive? How are you here?
Don't forget about me, precious.
Why can't I? Sometimes I just can't change the camera.
I was so close to losing all hope. Then to see Ember again, my long-lost sister, at my greatest hour of need. And now my friends. Truly, Tall Papa has me in his gaze. And with that evil relic destroyed, I am free. Freer than ever before.
Are you hurt?
No, I'm fine. Just tired. Thank you. But I must know, how did you find me? After all this time? The last time I saw Ember was the day the mercenaries took me, Silver Slip, and Jaka. I feared I would never see them again, much less here.
Ember has been searching for you all for a long time.
Truly? Oh, I had all but drowned in grief, thinking that my family hurt them to get to me. I cherished Ember, Silver Slip, and Jaka more than anything. I tried to escape many times over the years in hopes that I might find them.
Is the Emerald Eye a threat to you any longer?
No. You ensured the terrible legacy of the Emerald Eye will fizzle out. Without their precious relic, my family has no need of me. I am free to pursue my own life and reunite with my friends. I am sure there is much for us to talk about.
I mean, also I killed your dad outside, but that's fine. I'm sure there is.
My treacherous family will fall to ruin, and I am free. My friends are alive, and the future blooms like a flower before me. Please, discuss what you need to with Ember while I collect myself. She must wish to speak with you.
What did the relic actually do?
The Emerald Eye was found ages ago. It brought our family wealth and power in the form of visions. But only the women of the family could see such visions, and only by communing with the Eye. Then the Eye took and took until nothing was left.
Is that why you ran away and ended up in Skywatch?
Yes. I fled when I learned the truth and watched my mother succumb to the eye. It was horrible to watch her deteriorate. I did not want any part of it, but my family insisted. So I ran. I was lucky to find my friends, if only for a short time.
What will happen to the Emerald Eye organization now?
Without the relic, my family will struggle and scrounge to maintain their power. Over time, their wealth will dwindle and they will be lost, I'm sure. With my father gone, there is no one to lead the Emerald Eye. I imagine it will dissolve in time.
Will you be safe? King Firejet has agents looking for you in the Emerald Eye.
My father feared as much. But now that the Emerald Eye's source of power is gone, I doubt the king will maintain his interest in my family. As for me, I will speak to him myself if he seeks me out, and assure him that the Emerald Eye is no more.
What will you do once we get out of here?
I do not know. Freedom was just a forgotten dream to me before this moment. Now there are possibilities. And thanks to you, I have my friends here to help. Maybe it's silly, but what I want most is to just be near them. I don't care where we go.
Okay.
For the first time in years, I feel like I can take a breath. I don't really know what to do. There's so much I want to say to my friends, so much I want to tell them. They've all been through so much, and so have I suppose.
Is something wrong?
No, I'm just thinking. I have carried this guilt and fear for a long time. Finally putting it down feels strange. Good, but strange. I think I needed to settle my past in order to move forward. I feel like a fog has been lifted.
Glad to hear it,
I
Amber.
knew you were special when I met you at Tordrea. But I never could have guessed you'd be the one to help me stitch the pieces of my past back together. You've reunited me with my friends, and become someone I trust. No small thing. Thank you.
You are welcome.
You helped me save Song and restore my family. My heart's lighter than it's been in years. I don't want to get emotional, but you have no idea how grateful I am that you're in my life. Adventuring alongside you is an honor. Please, take this. I feel like a child again, looking for the next adventure, wondering what trouble I can get into. Glad for my friends beside me to keep me strong. Now that the mystery's solved, I feel ready to take on all of Tamriel. Nothing can stop me now.
And that's it, I guess. Okay, so hers was a little shorter than Isabel's, but only because the first quest wasn't so long. I feel like they could cut a few parts of that first quest out for Isabel, maybe make it more reasonable, but that's it. The two companions are done and done. So now I just have to wait until Heil comes out proper, and we'll get into that. But that's it for now, so thanks for joining me. Come back, I'll have the next stuff up real soon, but until then, bye.